Alex, a share of the points. Your thoughts?
Game we should have won. We score a good goal. Had more control second half. I think first half it was a bit of a basketball game and we had good opportunities. The goal disallowed, restricted them to, I think, one shot. I think Coops had to save, or just straight. He gathered. Sorry, but second half asked them just change it a little bit, much better. Scored a really good goal, and then don't recover, give away a really, really sloppy pass, you get punished. And I've said this many times now after games that if you keep turning the ball over and you keep giving opponents opportunities to get shots on your goal because you're in good possession, you give it away, you're going to get punished, and we did. And we and then after that it was end to end, and a draw probably in the end was going to happen because you can't keep turning the ball over. It's not acceptable, and we need to deal with that because in terms of effort and energy and work rate, the lads worked extremely hard, but disappointing.
You're obviously frustrated by the manner of the goal. It must have been frustrating having just taken the lead and looking like you could kick on.
Yeah, well, you take the lead and then you get control, and you start. You have a couple of more opportunities, and then you just give the ball away. Like it doesn't matter. It does matter, but it's frustrating because it's a game we should win. We had another one-on-one that we don't take, and we need to take those. A couple of times down the side and the cross goes out of play. So final third, needs some work. But frustrating because we should win it. But if you keep doing that, then it's going to be difficult to win games.
Very stop-start kind of game, especially in that first half as well. It must have been frustrating because I just always felt when you had the ball, you looked really good, but it was the stop-start nature of the game was meaning that you couldn't get the ball as often.
Yeah, I mean that's obviously part of their game, I suppose. I don't know, but it was very stop-start. Referee seemed to give every foul, any kind of contact, kind of went against us. But I think when we actually moved the ball and actually played with a tempo and a purpose, we got in, a lot in the first half for sure. And I think there was an opportunity where Kenby slid to Brandon when Carl was clean through, but we end up getting a shot on target. We end up getting a shot away, but really frustrating because perhaps we didn't play the football that we always want to see. But you can't do that if you just keep giving it away. If you don't look after the ball, that's the most important thing in football. Look after it and have a confidence, to keep the ball and move forward with the ball. But the goal is just not good enough because at this level you give the ball away 10 yards outside your box in that situation, you get punished, and that's what's happened today, and we need to deal with that because it's unacceptable, and I will. And but like I say, as a group, the team didn't deserve that because of how much effort and work, and that's a fundamental. But they were much more organised today, much less open in compared to previous games. So the work that they put in yesterday, absolutely you could see, but disappointing because we should win that game.
Brandon Hanlon looked a handful. Kyle Edwards perhaps didn't see as much ball as he would have wanted.
Yeah, again, I think that comes from, having those moments, keeping the ball, that you want to work the ball and get it out to him 1v1 so he can get at players, and that's his skill set. That's why he's here. But we didn't get the ball to him well enough. And when we did, we saw flashes and we saw what he can do, and he began to tire a little bit. It's his first game for a long time. So we just have to manage him. But Brandon, I thought, led the line really well. Strong, physical. Every time it went on into him, he kept it and should have scored, I think. And obviously had one disallowed. But we'll keep building with him and making sure that he just keeps improving. But it's good to see that he kept his standards from Tuesday, and probably deserved the goal really. But again, those chances that you don't take. Ultimately, it's 1-0. there's still always a risk that if there's a goal, it ends up in a draw. But it shouldn't have come to that. So we have to improve that. But and we have to kick on now and get ready for Tuesday.
Yeah, so, and another point though. So there are positives.
Yeah, no. Listen, there are positives that we take a point, but I think the disappointment is that we were winning and in a good place at that point. I think that it for me it was we were building to go and get another, rather than all of a sudden having to go and score again to win, which then creates a bit more of a basketball game because you're trying to score. So we should have seen the game out, but we haven't. But we build and we get back to work and come again on Tuesday to be better.